Alex and started messaging her as well, asking her to send all the stuff through to her. So all of this, misread, Only Tony official, Alex. I'm not being the thing I'm bugged about Only Tony official. Yeah, we tried to expose him a couple of weeks ago. Everyone was shutting us down. Yeah, and once again, Tony, you've shown your arse. You're supposed to go and catch people like Alex for doing stuff like this, and instead you're complicit. You're complicit in trying to shut a young girl down who's absolutely been abused. And I'm sorry, Rebecca, you have. He's preyed upon you. You know what I mean? And I misread, Miss J, you've all covered for him and made out this girl's crazy. I opened my platform for her last night, yeah, because I've seen her in comments, I've seen people, and every time she's been made to look crazy.
They did exactly the same with the other girl. They did exactly the same. All of them did exactly the same with her as they have done Rebecca.
Yeah, just like they do with misread stuff, just like they do with the mother, brush it all under the carpet. I'm not being funny. You're all predators. You all prey on the vulnerable. You all prey on people for money. You always prey on the people that are beneath you and that are in a vulnerable state. They all do it, all of them, and they all need off. They've all been exposed this week. So to be honest with you, I don't want to see any one of them on here this week. I don't want any of them to show their face. At least have a week off to sit and think about what the hell you lot have been doing. You know what I mean? Because they've triggered so many people. Poor Rebecca has been sitting with this by herself. She's tried to come on here for help and everyone shut her down and told her she's crazy. She's not crazy. Rebecca, love, you're not crazy.
She's not. She's not at all. She's not at all.
I told you, listen, and I told you, if you come back in, I'll be in every box you go in to support you, because you're not crazy, love. You're not on your own, and we do believe you. It's not just you, he's done this too. I've seen loads of women pipe up about him, and it's very funny how he always chills around women. Narcissists and predators always chill around women. Always. And he turns on his mods. He gives them all grief. If you're not up his ass and doing what he says, he just needs the recognition all the time. Typical narcissist. All these women feed his ego. Because you didn't feed his ego, Rebecca, and you've seen what he was doing. That's why he tried to make you look like a monster. That's how he turned on you.
You know what I did? I messaged him, right, after all this and after everything happened. I messaged him and I begged him to tell these women and all these people surrounding him that were up his arsehole. I begged him on numerous occasions to tell them the truth, because myself and CJ were being made out to be absolute vile people for doing the right thing, and he did not do that at all. He point blank refused. All he turned around to me was, I'd put a video up around the same time, calling out a couple of his group because they were spreading false information about cervical cancer, right? So I posted a video, right? They all went for me for that as well, even though it was basically stating that what they were talking about was incorrect, right? And all he replied back to me was, well, this cancer shit has to stop, Emma. So I then sent him the reason being why I was so angry about the false information that his so-called friends were spreading, right? And I told him everything, and I didn't even get a response to it. I lost my best friend to cervical cancer in 2018, right? And I think about her every single day. Right, and that's why I did that. But I just got jumped on, and that is that.
Well, at the end of the day, you're free to share what you want. The thing is with people like them, yeah. Once you've crossed them once, they'll do everything in their power to take you down. This is my exactly. They took this down. They took Fat Freak down yesterday. There was another lad they took down, and they took me, not this week, but the week before, they took me, Zach the Brat, and another person down all in one day. And that we get everyone to mass report because we were exposing the truth of them. That's why I keep saying, everyone fire up your lives. Everyone say your truth, because there'll be too many of us. They can't shut us down. They can't shut us up. You know what I mean?
Exactly that.
And right now they've got me, they've got Paige, they've got Angie, everyone's talking about them. So at the minute they don't know where to go to shut people down. That's why we're lasting a lot longer. You know what I mean? We've tried to do this now for 2 months, and obviously every time we've been shut down, it got to the point where we were having like 600 people in their lives, and people were taking note and returning, and they were saying, do you know what, you're right, they are doing this, and they didn't like it, so they shut the account down. That was nearly up to 10k followers, that account, and they shut it down. I had another one that was on 5,000 something. They shut that down because this is what they do. They try and shut you down, but what they don't understand is they don't rule this app anymore. And I'm
No.
glad they're finally waking up to what they're doing. Because do you know what? Do you know where they fucked up? Repeating the patterns. It's rinse and repeat every week. Someone's got to do an exposure, they get doxxed. They always try and humiliate. Do you know how many people I've had in this boxes sobbing, crying because of what they've done to them? Yeah. And they've all ran off the app because they've tried to come out and they've been absolutely attacked. I'm sorry, love. It's all right for you and Alex to sit there day in, day out talking shit about people. But when people want to say what you're doing, you don't like it. If you don't want to be spoken about, don't do horrific things to people. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted. I told you I come on here about Only Tony Official because I was going to expose the fact that he was a domestic violence abuser. He did this, he did that, and please don't trust him. And in fact, Miss Red was giving people's addresses to him to warn people to be careful. That was it. But as I was digging deeper, I was finding more, and I thought, are you serious? Given what I've been through myself, Rebecca, you know what I mean? I can't sit on that information. I have to warn people. And I have to tell them. And I did ring the police on this, Red. I haven't heard back from them since they were going to investigate. This was 2 weeks ago now, so whether they do anything or whether they don't. But I have made the right steps to report people and what they've done. Because I'm not being funny. You can't sit on here doing these things to people. You're ruining people's fucking lives.
Yeah. No, I think today she's hoping it'll be all on Alex. So that's why I think she hasn't come on. Something just come into my head. Maybe she's not coming on because of all this with Alex. She's thinking that he's going to get the brunt of it and then she'll come back tomorrow.
No, we haven't forgot about any of them.
Definitely not.
Never. And that's why I keep firing up these lives, because what happens is, I've seen the pattern, Rebecca, right? What happens is, one of them will fuck up, yeah? We'll all go at them. And then the next day, someone else will do something, which is tops what they've done, so we all run at them. And then what they've done then is completely forgotten about. You know what I mean? Sorry, no. If someone did something to you, if your friend done something to you, yeah, you wouldn't fucking forget about it the next day. You wouldn't forget about it the next day. So don't let these people do it to you as well. If they fuck up, they fucked up and it's done. That's it. This is like, you need to start holding people accountable for what they're doing. Because people haven't held them accountable, you're all complicit in what's happened to Rebecca.
Yes.
You're all complicit in what's happened to all the other victims that they've hurt and put in hospital and upset and made one alive themselves. You're all complicit. Everyone who gifts that woman, everyone who gifts Alex, everyone who gifts Tony, you're all complicit. No one should be watching her. No one should be.
Mike, is that Lisa?
Yeah.
Is it all right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, love.
I just want to throw out some hypocrisy that's just come out of Emma Hope's mouth there. About
Lisa, just remember I've still got all the messages that you sent me.
Can you please be quiet? I'm talking. You be quiet. Thank you. When you and CJ decided about the whole NJ thing and Alex, what did you do? You threw people under the bus, didn't you? And you didn't think about our mental health, did you?
No. Because it wasn't about you, or it wasn't about you and Alex.
When you threw out the cancer video, did you do it for an educational purposes, or did you do it to try and have a dig at people who caught you out for your bullshit and your lies? Which one was it, Emma?
No,
because
Lisa.
I tell you something now, I'm still talking.
Do you want to rewind a minute about that video? Because I've got the messages that you sent me saying that you're going...
Yes, saying that should be an educational video. Emma, you're an absolute...
Yes, which is what it was. I'll post it again.
Post those messages,
again.
Emma. I
will post them and you'll look like an absolute pillar.
Emma.
I will. You will look like a pillar.
Absolute hypocrite. No.
I will post them.
Sorry, girls. I'm sorry. Listen, Lisa, we're not here about this shit, yeah? We're here about Rebecca. So if you want to...
the thing is, I'll go back.
This isn't what this is about. You've obviously got your own qualms with Emma. I'm not interested in that shit. I'm only interested in what's happened to Rebecca.
Exactly. And I'll just post it, Lisa, and you'll look like a moron. So I drop down quick if I were you.
I'll drop out of respect for exposing
I'd drop quickly. I'd drop quickly, darling.
Against you, Lisa. I'm just saying. I don't want to take the heat away from what Alex has done and discredit Rebecca. No.
So get down.
I'm dropping for the respect of the exposed page, not for you. You absolute lying cretin.
Bye.
Watch.
Bye, darling. Bye, darling. And that's what Alex's cronies are like.
Get them exposed. Who is she?
That is Alex's cronies.
She is more than just like in his group or...
Thank you. Yeah, oh yeah, she's all in with all that group, yeah.
I've never seen her before. Never seen.
Yeah, she's all in
I'm
with
not
that
having
group.
everyone arguing on my live anyway, because that's not what this live is
No,
about.
that's not what it was about, and she's
If anyone's
just come
got an
up
issue
because
with
she's
Rebecca,
angry that she knows that she's
my
talking
problem
shit.
is
And
I
hang on, legs
this now,
first. Sorry.
and let's not discredit what Rebecca's saying, because his mods are coming here now trying to make Emma look like a liar. And she's got the messages and she's got things that he's done, then it's there. And I will get to
Post
see
it all. I'll post it fucking all, trust me, because I got it all. None of these people have seen it. None of these people have seen it.
You don't
I've
want to
seen
see
it
it,
all.
Emma.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is, I've got it all. None of you have a clue.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
not
need to post it then. Yeah, you need to post it.
Someone's just said Lisa's got nothing to do with Alex. I know, but that little situation was nothing to do with Alex, and we're talking about Alex, so that's why I didn't want to have it. And I know that. I've got no problem with Lisa. I don't know the girl. I'm just saying I didn't want that kick off. And yeah, well, Rebecca's trying to tell her story. You know what I mean? She's been shut down before. Let's not move away from the subject matter again, because that's what's happening over here. Because that's what he wants to happen. Yeah. Sorry, Rebecca. Carry on, love. So, so he did all this to you, yeah? So what happened after that? Tell him about, so basically he'd sent the picture, you'd found out he had a missus, and then what happened after that?
So then I had sent one final WhatsApp message to him and said, I've just heard that you have got a partner. Never got a response from him. I blocked him. Then when I tried to be heard, he then jumped on to the other said person's live, pulled up screenshots of a police email which was dated from 2021. It was a edited email with the spelling of the officer's name which was incorrect. I'm not stupid, so I googled it. It then came to light that this was a serving civilian officer who was now retired and was writing books. So everything that Alex has said has been absolute lies. He's tried to paint a picture of me that I'm not who he's trying to make me out to be. He then swung a narrative and said that I'd made a GoFundMe page because my son had passed away and it was for a headstone. Well, sadly, my son isn't here.
But even if you did, Rebecca, that's a normal thing to do. Many people do that. So
my son was actually cremated, and he swung that narrative. He knew that I was in a very vulnerable situation, which I can now look back and think, yeah, you were. I couldn't see it at the time, but when they're in that situation. However, I had heard that he did go to Miss Red and Miss J, but I don't have that evidence to back that up. I can't say he did or he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this play to Emma as well, coming on with essence, which I've kept face on the camera as well. I swear to God, fair play to you. Not saying you should hide your face, but I'm telling you now, fair play to you. Like, really.
You know what, Anna Marie? The reason he does this to the vulnerable girls, yeah, is because he thinks, oh, they're that vulnerable. They won't say nothing because I'll get mob-handed. I'll get everyone to terrorise her, and she'll go away. Do you know what, Rebecca? Everyone in here is proud of you for coming back because it's not easy. You've been shot down. I don't know how many times. You've had thousands of people calling you a liar. You're not lying. You told the same story consistently over and over again. It hasn't changed. She hasn't added anything. She hasn't took anything away.
No, she hasn't. You're right.
So everyone needs to start waking up to the people that are lying.
Like, this is the only girl story that I've heard consistently, and it's like the same words has come out of her mouth, and her face has never changed. She's never did it. She's just said the exact same thing.
And look what he's done to his mods. When his mods have gone rogue, because they've realised what he's like, he's tried to demonise them as well. You know, you can clearly see what Alex is like. We've witnessed it with our own eyes over and over again. And I said the same thing about Tony Official. We have to believe it. We've seen it with our own eyes over and over again. And they always target fucking women.
Yeah.
Always. Have you ever seen Alex have an argument with a man?
No.
Or have a to-do and have a man in the box? Never.
No.
Never. Because if a man got in with his clique, a man would call him out on his bullshit. Women are delulu and we don't realise when we're being nice to us and all that. They think Alex is a nice man, but when they don't anymore, look how he turns. And that's what he done to this woman here. He demonised. She was just looking for a bit of comfort, a bit of support, and he turned on her. he turned it into something disgusting, something seedy. She didn't ask for it, and he's sending voice notes down the phone of him doing things to himself, making weird noises. He's sending pictures of his bits. And also, Rebecca, sorry, can you also explain to them, like you explained to us last night, about how persistent he was?
Yeah, so Alex was the type of person, like, you know yourself, if somebody sends you a message and you don't hear back from them, you don't keep message after message after message ringing down their phone. You don't do it. So Alex was the sort of person that he would send one message, two message, three message, four messages, and if he wasn't grabbing your attention, he would then start ringing your WhatsApp. He would never phone you normally.
Stalker behaviour, like really stalker.
On WhatsApp. So there would be times where I would see him calling and I would answer, but he's the sort of person where he would ring your phone to grab your attention, then hang up. So he knew he was then getting your attention. So, as I said, and I will not ever change my story because it's not something I would change. And
You have to not once. It's been exactly the same. Nothing added, nothing took out. It's been consistent. So how can I sit there and call this girl a liar? Do you know when you're a liar and different people question you? Different people ask different questions. So you slip up eventually. Do you know the way Miss Red slips up all the time? Do you know the way Alex slips over his bullshit all the time because he's lying? This girl has said the same story when I've asked her, when Angie's asked her, Miss Black, when Mob's asked her, when Anna, we've all asked her this. She's told the same story over and over and over again. Get them people off this app
now.
All I'm asking
the same story to me as well.
They're ruining people's fucking lives.
They are.
Rebecca, can I ask a question, sweetheart?
Yeah.
What other big creators did you try and reach out to try and get the support, darling?
It was really just Angie, and Angie listened, but then Angie convinced herself and people in her boxes that it was one big setup, and I said, why would it be a setup? I said, are you for real? And if people like really want to get into the nitty gritty, I have been helping, which I'm not going to say I said group, to expose dirty Diardro. Now if I entertained that sort of behaviour, I wouldn't have the strength, I wouldn't have the willpower to be consistent to out another wrong one on this app. I then tried to take it to Tony Official because I know fine well he outs wrong ones. I was then advised to send the evidence to one of his mods. Is it Diana on WhatsApp? I then sent the proof again, minus the Winky pic. And she said, I'll send it over to Tony and I will get back.
Oh, baby girl, sorry, Rebecca. Baby girl, okay, Dan, if you know everything, jump up and let's hear what you've got to say. Because
It's just reading that,
just sit here and fucking lie about something like this.
Rebecca will be up in the box with 145 people
so this
waiting.
Baby girl, right, was in a similar situation to myself about my child. She had then asked what ward my son was in. I then typed the ward, and rather than putting the correct ward initial, I put the wrong one, and then I apologised and said, I'm really sorry, I'm having an MS relapse, my vision is distorted. Her and her little cronies on this app, Senorita Scotland, have run my narrative that my child is not dead. It came to a point where someone who else is in the comments was in another live the other night there, and I was made to feel that I had to show the death certificate of my child.
No. Wow.
Yours is scrunched up. Baby girl, well, looky, I don't have a death certificate for my child, so don't say anything. It doesn't matter whether people have certificates or not. Are you for real?
I just wanted to jump up and say,
Baby girl, can you come up in the box?
Do you want to be horrible?
It's not on TikTok either, which is obviously, that's been proven as well, that my neighbour has said absolutely fuck all. So Louise Cunningham, go and take your face for a fucking shite.
I only wanted to jump up and just ask, did I say anything to do with her mentioning that thing like that?
No, I don't.
Because I didn't say anything to do with someone's child or anything, and I just
No, not you, Molly.
No.
Not you, Molly.
Well, she commented saying, "Oh, just to let you know," and I'm thinking, I didn't say anything, so why are you mentioning me for?
Her and her little cronies have been going on hate lives and sparking up hate lives. They make you welcome, like, oh, let me tell you my story, and you then open up.
Me a campaign to try and discredit what she's saying. Oh, look, she's lying about a baby. We can see what you're doing.
You need to grow up. Like, literally, it's disgusting bringing children into a situation. Like,
Sarah Jane Anderson, we're going to get all these on this live now because what we're talking about.
Regardless, if that was the fact, baby girl, it doesn't take away the fact of what Alex has done. Right. So there we go. Who gives a shit?
No, what Cunningham's want me to do is to show my son's death certificate yet again, which I'm
No, you don't have to. Don't show these people nothing, Rebecca.
Would you show these people your bank details?
I would never
Rebecca.
show that.
Would you show your bank details? Would you give them your address, Rebecca?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. I'm sorry, that's personal information. You don't have to hand that out.
Your son's death certificate is for you, not for these bleeding minions on an app.
I would never share anything like that.
If anybody does ask for that kind of information, you're not right in the head.
No.
All they're doing is trying to discredit Ed. You don't have to prove anything. The only thing you come on here to talk about is what Alex done. That's the only thing you have to prove. Anything away from that doesn't matter. The only thing you have to prove is what Alex done, and it's as simple as that. Other than that, the rest of it doesn't matter. Obviously, your son matters to you, but to these people, it's none of their fucking business.
Like, for you other women to be doing that to a woman, yous are sick.
They are. They're all just sick. They're literally sick.
No one should ever bring up something like that. That's disgusting.
I just thought, sorry, I just had waking up. I just thought I'd jump back on to let these people know that these are fans. They're forgetting that once again that TikTok is not a Grammy Award place. It's not a TV where you watch apps. Like, they think that our lives are programs for them to watch. So they don't like their personal person, like Alex said, for instance, the person that they like the most to be targeted, because then they want the proof, and then when you show the proof, then they don't believe the proof, and then it goes on and on and on again. Well, these people don't care because it's not their lives that's been affected by this, you see. The only person that's getting affected is their person that they like watching, their the DV person that is the abuser. They like watching them, so they don't like attacking them, and they don't like seeing anybody else trying to get them down. So Alec is, and I've said since last year, he is a narcissist. He's got all the traits of a narcissist. He's got all the traits of my ex-husband had. He's got all the traits that Tony has. Every narcissist has the exact same traits as each other. And he'd lie, and he'd lie, and he'd lie, and he hate being wrong. And Rebecca, my beautiful, you are 1,000,000% right, because they're so, like, with the texts and the phone calls, are so adamant, aren't they? Every second, until you answer back. It's like they're afraid in case they're not going to, in case you change your mind or something. So they don't give you time to have to think, like, to clear your mind, you know what I mean? They won't give you time for your mind to clear out so you can think of who this person is. So they cloud your mind constantly with all, it's called love bombing, isn't it? Love bombing. So they love bombing to death with all these letters then. That's what basically it is. They're fogging your mind, and they won't give you a second to think to yourself. So, look, I'm a 40-year-old woman. I'm a lot older than you, okay? I'm a lot more wiser. At your age, my love, I was very, I don't know what the word you can call it, soft, very vulnerable, wasn't I? Yeah. Now, I'll go up against any man, to be honest. I don't care about any kind of a man. I will go up against right to his face and tell him that he's a narcissist, which I have done. I've told Alex. Alex knows I know he's a narcissist. Yeah, don't let anybody, and thank you, Exposure, looking after her, don't let anybody in this chat tell you any different, love. You know your own mind. You know what that person did to you, and that's it. No one else can change your mind.
Exactly, you know your truth, Rebecca, and that's all that stands. So all those people in the comments want to believe a narcissist and their lies, carry on.
And the cheeky them people call you a liar.
Child, either that's past, my sweetheart. None of us disbelieve your child's past.
Because you haven't. The only thing you had to prove was that he was messaging you and he done this, he done that, and you've done that. So you don't even need to prove it to me. You've already brought this up before. They brushed it away, so that's on them.
Yes, yeah.
And look, lads, I'm not being funny. Look, the proof is all in the pudding with Tony and with Alex. All they love doing is fighting and arguing with women. Like you said, there's not one man they like arguing on this app unless they're gay men. No offence to gay men.
Yeah, no, it is.
Gay, that's it. Because a narcissist doesn't like a proper man, do they? They don't like a man standing up to them. They will never ever stand up to a man. They'd rather walk away before they stand up to a man.
They hate a man they hate it when their own sons stand up to them.
Exactly, they'll walk away first, won't they, and look for their target. So you and the what you call it, you need to mind your business and leave that poor girl alone.
No one should feel after that.
In the comments, Charlie, who's asking if she can send me a box, please.
Yeah, I can drop down, but Rebecca,
I dropped down now as well. I just thought I'd come up to let you say that.
Yeah, I can let more people in the boxes. Don't worry, I'll let everyone off.
Thanks, everyone.
Sorry, I just want to speak to Rebecca. Listen, when someone's in the box, I'm going to tell you the name Rebecca, and if you don't want them in, tell me, yeah?
No, that's fine. I know, I've been speaking to Charlie, she's absolutely lovely.
Charlie, yeah, she's here. Is that what you wanted, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Good morning.
Hiya, babe.
Thanks.
Good morning.
I just want to say that.
Guys, they're going to come to you, just to let you know.
Oh, that's that.
Okay. Rebecca was pushed to the limit the other night because even when we're not even talking about on a live about Rebecca or anything to do with her experience, people jump in the live and are continuously commenting and saying awful, vile things. So she was pushed to the limit last night where she showed, and she should never have had to do that. She actually showed the death certificate on live. Like, no, we didn't need to see that. It's not for her. She should never have to do that.
The thing is, Charlie, because she was on the wrong side of TikTok, and she'd have brought it on this side first, we'd have got the story out. But she was brave, and she went to the people that obviously she sees doesn't like Alex, this, that, and the other. Ange is, listen, she's just there for the drama. She doesn't really give a shit. Because we've looked what she's done to, obviously, my mate's daughters the other day. She doesn't care. Look at what she's saying. Do you know what I mean? I know she doesn't like Alex, but let's be real, Angie, and I hope you are watching. You do the same shit as Alex. So when this girl come to you, you should have made damn sure she was believed.
Yeah. I've seen some comments in there.
You had to show your child's death certificate online.
She didn't have to. I think she was pushed to the limit where she did that.
That is vile. This is what
Isn't
I
it?
don't understand why people have to have that. That is personal information and it's sensitive information. Why anybody is deeming to see that information, there is something not right there.
People in the chat saying that are clearly traumatized by something or another that's happened with these hideous people, where they're saying that it's not worth the backlash. Keep talking.
It is worth the backlash. Charlie, this is what I've been live for 3 weeks exposing all this, yeah?
Keep talking about it. Keep doing it.
People do things, on the chat.
Anyone's lost a child in here, my heart goes to every single one of you that has, Don't you think there's enough trauma that one person's going through by losing their child, let alone sitting there ridiculing this woman? Like,
Don't be silent.
It is disgusting.
Yes, do not be silenced by people.
Let's look at it like this. That Rebecca's been pushed to the point of having to show her death certificate. Zach was pushed to the point of having to prove that he tried to unalive himself. It's an ongoing pattern, which is what narcissists do.
It's awful. I just wanted to say, and I will drop down, I just wanted to say to everybody in here, especially to the host exposed, just keep doing what you're doing, keep doing it, keep making it relevant, keep talking about it. And women and men do not be scared to speak out, because there are good people on here. I'm just a normal person, by the way. There are good people on here that would always have your back. So that's it. I'm dropping down now. And Rebecca, I love you.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, obviously these people, these big creators, what they rely on is someone else fucking up. That's what they rely on. So they do something extreme, and then what happened was, just like all that, just say Miss Red done something, then Angie will do something tomorrow which tops what Miss Red done. Then you forget what Miss Red done the day before. If this was on the street, if this was your friends, your family, your neighbours, would you speak to these people again? No, you wouldn't. You'd be done with them. You'd be like, don't bother with them, they're trouble. So why do you keep fucking going back for more? Bun them off, get rid of them, and then no more women can be hurt. No more people can feel like they're pushed to the limits where they want to take their own life. It's getting beyond the joke. Beyond the joke. The abuse needs to stop. And all of them people that are up there, they've been exposed now. Everyone knows who they are. So do you know, if I sit there and see you in their lives now, you are just as bad. You are just as bad, and you all need shunning.
Yeah, because silence is compliance, so sitting beside them is fucked. Don't sit beside them in any live, I'm telling you now, or try to come near me, anybody. Don't want to see them in comments or in lives or anything. Because while you're staying silent with them, you're staying compliance about what's going on. So you can go. Seriously.
Exactly. I'm going to jump down just now because I'm absolutely exhausted. It's just...
Oh, big love, Rebecca. I'm so sorry for what's happened to you, sweetheart.
I keep going back. Don't let them silence you.
Like I said, the female who was in the comments sadly was in the same similar situation as me. She then ran with a narrative, sparked up lives with someone who's doing a GoFundMe page for teeth and lying about a spinal pick who she actually Googled the picture of it. Well, she obviously Googled the picture off Google, claiming it's hers. She's just like...
Honestly, mate.
So much lies. It's unreal.
You're not on your own. You know what I mean? And we've got you because we can see what they're doing. And the people who didn't believe it in the first place, you've seen the pattern many times. Are you that deluded? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like all this with Tony, but he's our friend. Because he's your friend, he's not capable of it. Shut up. I'm not being funny. My boyfriend was my boyfriend. He still snapped me door in about 4 places.
Has anyone read the comments? Because Courtney had to leave because her, shall we say, her not pleasant was in the room.
Yeah, I've just seen that.
Yeah. But that's all right. At least you safeguard with yourself.
Has anyone just seen the thing by Trude Girl?
Trude Girl, what? Nah, what? Oh, the Sally always covered.
There's another one by Why Are You Boss? Why is Gypsy Queen protecting JR? He bust the pensioner. It's just, it gets ridiculous, do you know what I mean? It's like...
Oh, no, I'm just going to butt in on this one, yeah, because obviously Gypsy Queen, he's done a lot for her. He helped her ex-partner. She was in an abusive relationship, and I'm going to speak up for her here. She defends him because she was in a situation that she couldn't get out of, and he helped her. He got her kids back off her abusive ex-partner, and he did this. So, do you know when someone would do something like that for me, she's going to defend her. I don't know him, so I'm not going to sit there and defend anyone, and I've got nothing to say on him either. But he's done it. So she is going to big him up, isn't she? You know?
Yep. It just annoys me when people just jump in a chat and they see what's going on, but they'll come in mid-conversation.
Yeah, no, all they're trying to do, all of them, is just trying to discredit people so they don't Rebecca, regardless of what anybody else has done. The fact of the matter is, Alex did that to Rebecca. I don't care about the people around him. I don't care about the people in him. I don't care around the people in his fucking phone. He did what he did to her. So let's not all try and shoot it off this way, shoot it off that way, try and discredit what she's saying, because what she said is facts, and that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. And then you've noticed Miss Red knows she's a little wrong, and as well, she's supposed to be alive at 10. Where is she? Flapped it.
That's what I mean.
Fact. She knows she's done. Alex, you're done. They're all.
I was literally coming in here to say that. Like, it's 11:15 now.
She's not coming on.
No. All right, she's having squeaky bum time.
No, what she's got to do
tomorrow, because it's like there's.
No, what she's going to do is she's going to wait for something else extravagant to happen, and then she's going to sneak in through the back door. That's what
she'll do. What she did the other week, the other month, sit on live crying that she's been doxxed.
Well, look at this with Tony. We all exposed Tony. Was it not last week before? And the week before that, 3 weeks ago, he disappeared for 2 weeks, and then it all kicked off with all this, and boom, he's back in now doing his lives, doing this because he thinks it's forgotten.
Exactly.
He's not fucking forgotten about Tony. You know what I mean?
No. Tiny Tony, definitely not.
Gypsy Queen's just gone into Angie.
Oh my God, Anna Maria, I'm following you because I every time you call him Tiny Tony, it makes me absolutely scream.
Oh, God, should have heard her last night. It was hysterical.
I'm telling you, I really, come on, Tiny Tony, come for me.
100% Scouse Queen. Scouse Queen, do you want to come in the box? You're always in here, love, and I want to talk to you. I like her. She's sounder.
Yeah, and you're always in the box, and I want to talk to you. Come here. I look exposed. I love you. I love you.
Yeah, she's absolutely right though. Like if somebody came to me and was like, you did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I knew that I was innocent, I would be fighting tooth and nail to prove my innocence.
Yeah.
But yeah. Where are you, Miss Redford?
Yeah, get the kettle on, girl. Get yourself in here.
Stick the kettle on.
Yeah. No, but this is what pisses me off. I just think this app is disgusting. And do you know when you've been through it, yeah, you can see what all these people are doing. And obviously, when you've been with a narcissist for 10 years, yeah, you know how they work.
It's like they're transparent to you, isn't it?
I'll name the worst three narcissists on this app. Four, Miss Red, Alex, Tony Official, and Evil Queen. They're the worst narcissists on it. Oh, sorry, and DG Deco.
Yeah.
It was a smile on his face, mate. Do you know him? I've only seen his arse the last couple of weeks, and he's exactly the same.
Yes.
Them five, they're the worst. Say what you want about Angie. Say what you want about Angie. Yeah. Angie just likes to stir the pot. She likes to cause a bit of shit. She's a bit wrong, but I wouldn't say she's a narcissist in that respect. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Watch them. Scary. And
Really?
she's waiting for someone to do something drastic so she can sneak in through the back door like they all do every time. That's what she's doing.
I've only recently started getting back into TikTok because I joined TikTok in like 2018, met some amazing people. Some people I still speak to, some I don't. But I got accused of a lot of things, and it got to the point that, you know, it was affecting my mental health so badly. I just took myself away from it. I was like, no, I'm not doing this because it's toxic. So it's only recently I've started getting back into TikTok because I'm sharing my little pet videos and stuff like that. But I've not interacted with anybody really until I come across Exposed, and I was like, these are actually really nice people.
Yeah, well, obviously, Kelly, but this was never my intention, girl. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm glad I'm doing it now because obviously a lot of people are coming, a lot of people are getting the help they need, yeah. But this was never my intention. My intention was just to come on and say, listen, she's giving him addresses, be careful. But as I was going to find the evidence of her doing that, the stuff I was onto her anyway because I watch it on my personal profile, you know it. But the stuff I thought, oh my God, and then I was going deeper and deeper. And then when I come on to talk about it, people were jumping in telling me things. So I can't really shut this down now. I've got a duty of care to carry on. People
absolutely.
Need to speak out. People need to say it. Do you know what I mean? And given what I've been through myself, I can't sit back and allow you people to do that when I can see what you're doing and other people can't. I feel a duty of care that I need to make people aware of what's going on. You know what I mean?
I've only watched Misread a couple of times, and you know when you can't put your finger on something, that's like there's something about this that doesn't quite sit right. The way that she talks, it just bothered me. I can't even explain.
Even her eyes, like the way she talks with her eyes go. I don't know what it is, but transparent.
You know what she reminds me of? Do you know that woman on the playground no one speaks to because she sits jangling about everyone and no one likes her? She's that one. She's her.
Or the one that's outside the school gate that just jumps between like the group of parents just to try and get in.
Yeah, everyone's business. She's the neighbour no one speaks to because she chats your business to everyone.
Yeah, she's the busybody. She's the busybody at the school who's in with the
neighbour when you have a
knows everybody's business.
Everyone's business. Did you hear this, Bab? Did you hear that, Bab? Did you hear
that?
Or she like messages, are you okay, hon? You know, I heard that you weren't having a good time. Gets all the info and then goes running back to all the pictures at
Do you know what makes me laugh as well when she said official, like they're all official? None of them have got a book between them. None of them. So that's why they have to use everybody else's app and they use the same. They sit there and talk about the same three people every day, because they've already got the narrative and the fucking lines in their head. They know what to say. If they can't speak about other people, they'd flap it because they haven't got a personality. They've got nothing to say. So they have to repeat the same shit every morning. Same as Alex. His voice drones on that much, mate. He fucking sends me to sleep.
I can't take his voice.
Oh, do you know who bores the life out of me? Luca Judge.
I've never sat in and watched
don't even get me started on him.
On this app, I was told about Alex, so I went in to watch his live because Miss Red was in there because I was talking about it, Was it Miss Red? No, it was Pearl was in there. And then Pearl noticed I was in there and she said, oh, yeah. She went, oh, bloody hell, you're not exposing me, are you? This was before the racist stuff. And I said, to be honest with you, Pearl, I actually think you're quite sound, you know what I mean? Because I like people who are up front and just say it how it is. Say what you want about her, You can't say she's full of shit because she just says it how it is. She's even fucked up saying it how it is, you know what I mean? She says whatever comes to her head, regardless. Same as Evil Queen, you know what I mean? You know what you're getting. Whereas them little rats sit there, and they put a smile in there, the worst ones, they sit behind the scenes doing it, do you know what I mean? So I like her, listen, it's better the devil you know, innit? That's the way I see it.
Yeah, don't. Everybody can have opinions. That's why everybody can like who we like.
A lady in the chat has just said, on Misread, do you know of a Chloe Bear? She's another one that don't show face, but every time. I think I've seen her name.
You know what? I don't really sit on people like that who don't show the face because obviously, like I've explained, I was in an abusive relationship for 10 years. I can't really be showing my face on public platforms and that, you know what I mean? So some people, it's not because they're being sneaky. It's because obviously they can't. They're putting them in danger. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not a case
people have
of that.
kids.
Yeah. And with the fact that Miss Red, if you go against her, decides to dox you and gives you fucking all your details to Fact Freak to do an exposure, people like me can't afford that to happen because she could get me murdered. So there we go. You know what I mean?
I dare somebody to try and dox me, I'll find them and I'll fight them.
Do you know what I mean? She doesn't think about that. All she thinks about is herself in a shitty little platform. Your platform's done and you're done. So
gone.
I hope news right. Is everyone friends with people here? Does anyone know who Cockapoo is? Don't really. I'll be honest with you. People who have got not the real names on it doesn't really bother me. I don't go try find out who they are, what they are, because
I told everyone my real name. My real name's Rebecca. I'm not asked about that. But obviously, I'm not putting my face out there so you can say 100% fact that's her, go to her house. Because you're not getting information out of me. You are not sending no one to my house. And if Tony, the only official, thought he could turn up here, mate, I'd fold him in half.
In there. Imagine him coming to your door. Seriously.
Anybody tried to come to my door, I'd go into protective mode. I wouldn't even be accountable for my own actions.
Me neither.
But this is what I mean. Some people, aren't like that. Some people slap it and be scared. So that's why she does it. She gave all Evil Queen's information over to only Tony official. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Angie's. She gave it all Angie's over to him as well.
She gave loads of other ones over to him as well, the dirty bitch.
Didn't it come out that she was giving like postcodes and stuff and then she was sending people
she was. She was giving everyone's information to Tony official so that he could scare them. But you know when he started doing it to her, she had the fucking cheek to come on here and start crying to us. We don't care who throws you in.
No.
Exactly, Danielle. And it's not just my children I need to protect. It's my own peace. I have fought very, very hard to have everything that I've got. I've got a nice home. I've got a nice car. I've got a nice life. And I'm the one that's done that. Nobody from TikTok or anywhere is going to come and disturb that.
Why should they? Why should you allow them to? You shouldn't, Carrie Bear.
The fact of the matter is, as a mother, if someone comes to my home, I'm going to jail for a very long time.
Oh yeah, I'm me.
And you're not going to scare my kids. You're not going to put that on me, and I don't give a shit. So that's why my face is not here. Not because I'm a rat. I'll tell you, my name's Rebecca. And certain people do know who I am because I trust them. But at the end, Miss Red isn't doing that to me, mate. Because if someone comes to my door, I'll be on your door straight.
100%.
5 minutes later.
It's only going to end up in the grave or jail cell.
The mad thing is,
there's people on here that are vulnerable that aren't like me and haven't got the front to front it. They're scared. And you know, that's why I'll come on here and I'll run my mouth because I'm not scared of your love. And if you want to send someone to my door, you can best believe I'll be on your door the very next day.
Exactly exposed. That's it.
Nobody's got the right to go to anybody's house, and I feel like the laws in the UK don't protect people.
Here's another one for you.
The police don't do nothing.
Here's another one for you.
Go on, exposed.
Do you know all you little wrong-uns, that are on here that are ringing the social on people and people's jobs and people's works over a fucking app, making sure people's kids are going hungry over followers? You are a rat. You're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You're taking away people's kids' food out of people's mouths and you're taking kids off innocent parents. Obviously, the ones who sit on live 24 hours a day not looking after the kids are screaming in the background, fair enough, because that's concerning. But half the time, you fall out with people and you're ringing the social on people and you're ringing the police on people or you're ringing them on them to shut them up, to scare them, so don't expose you. And that's why I haven't put my face on here. You're not going to shut me up like that, so you're not going to know who I am, because I will terrorise you all day long and you will never be able to do that to me, ever.
Oh my God, if I could give a round of applause right now.
That's what I was about to do. I was walking, but I was about to put my phone down.
I was going to do this on my personal profile, I was. And the only reason I started the page up because I thought, you know what? That's what they do. I'm not going to do that. Definitely not. You know what I mean? So that's why I've done it on this page instead.
I was going to say to you, Exposed, like Kerry made a point of saying like that, obviously about her mental health. How many people have come on here and said about that it's affected their mental health, what's going on?
The last 4 nights I've gone to bed with my heart in my mouth because I've been on here crying. They've done this. I nearly got sectioned. I nearly took my life because of this. I gave them all my money and made myself skint and then they fucked me off. Honest to God, because these vulnerable people, they prey on them, and if they see you send a big gift once, they'll be in your fucking inbox and they're your best mate. I know what you mean. It's the ones who are in your boxes telling the story you should be inboxing, saying, are you all right? I didn't like to hear that. I'm just checking you're all right. Not the people who are gifting you, the people who are sitting there, who are crying to you in the inbox. This happened to me, Get off the fucking live when you finish, inbox them and ask them if they're all right, because they trusted you.
Exactly.
You bunch of horrors. And that, honestly, don't fucking start me off.
You would think that a normal human being would do that.
It's only 11 o'clock, exposed.
I get irate, don't I? Right, someone take over while I put the kettle on, because
right, go on. You go chill out for a minute.
Mine's white, no sugar.
Each one.
Hi, guys.
Going back to the mental health thing, no one cares. Like, the big creators do not care about anyone's mental health because half the stuff they do on here is triggering, and they know it's triggering, and they know it's bringing in the views, and they know it's going to bring in negative attention, but they do it because they know it brings in clout, and it's just disgusting. It is disgusting.
No, they only give a shit about their own mental health.
Morning to get money.
They do things to stir the pot, which you blatantly know, oh, here we go, so-and-so's done this, and then it goes on the FYP, and it goes on the FYP, and then everyone else is talking about it. And then you know there's people that's gone through the same situations of what they're putting up there.
Yeah, but they're the same people that a few years ago...
It's the same people all the time.
Yeah, but they're the same people a few years ago that were using the "be kind" hashtag.
Yeah.
Can I stop?
Do you know what annoys me about some of these characters when they use them hashtags? Because they have got no accountability for using those hashtags whatsoever. I'm sorry. You have no right to use a hashtag like that when you're clearly sitting in that box smirking behind the painted faces that they have and thinking that they're doing health checks and they're helping the people that have got all these issues going on. They do not give a flying fuck what anyone thinks. They're only there for their own self-fucking righteous being and nothing else. Nothing else.
Can I ask, what has happened the last 4 days with Miss Red and Evil Queen? I've been working, so I have no idea what's going on. And
it's not just Miss Red and Evil Queen.
Oh, it's everyone.
It's Miss Red in general.
Give me a summary.
Well, grab your tea and your biscuits and the girls will fill you in because there's been a hell of a lot going on.
I'm ready.
Have you got an hour?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready.
Oh, God.
It's all right.
Who's going to start first?
I went in Andy's box when that all kicked off, and I'm just listening now, and Gypsy Queen's going in.
No.
Queen in Angie's box.
Yeah, she's going in.
Fucking good girl. Well, I'm just obviously building up, and I'll go up and get the camera.
That's what I just poured on. I just did that.
I can cam to his sound, just not video.
Is this Canadian Angie or the other one?
Can hear what she's saying, please? I want to hear what Angie's got to say on this.
You did it. Look at you now. All the big platformers, all the big
Can you hear it?
Gypsy Queen.
You did it for clout. That's all you did. If anyone should be where you are, it's Paige, baby, not you. Not you. Not you.
I'm talking to Torian, by the way.
It should be Paige, baby, because she's long enough on the app and worked hard enough on it. Not you. You're just a nobody that flew on the app and started using racism for attention.
Is she calling Torian a nobody?
I personally think everybody should be careful when saying any words like that. If you're going to refer to somebody,
yeah, but if you're going to be sly about it and drop a person out of her box when she's in the middle of talking, and then you're going to be a child and put ha-ha laughy faces in the comments, do you think that's very responsible? See, we can swing things both ways, you know what I mean? So I used last night, I'm using that now as a reason. I got discriminated on Canadian Angie's app last night. I was the only person dropped down while she was allowed to say what she wanted when she wanted to be. So can I put that down as discrimination? Can I put that down as that?
Discrimination and racism are totally different.
Or whatever you want to call it, can I put that down as that? Because I was the only person out of the 9 boxes last night.
I thought this was about Alex.
Sorry, what did you say?
Is she talking to Torian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that?
Let me say something right back to
hang on, let's both talk for a minute. Go on.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on then, because this is supposed to be about Alex. This is what pisses me off.
Yeah, because they've got
and she was just in here exposed.
They've gone from Alex to the...
See, this is my problem. She was just in here, bigging Rebecca up, and now this.
Yeah.
They're exposed. I didn't say nothing on your stage. You know where I come up with last week, and I didn't say nothing to her because this is not what it's about.
No.
So I left Gypsy Queen. I didn't say nothing.
Molly, yeah. Do you know when she's gone in that live? What was the discussion? Was it about the racism or was it about Alex?
And then he's gone from that to now talking about the whole racism thing.
See how they try and switch it? Pisses me off.
Yeah, but
why is she bringing racism and prejudice into it? Like, come on, Gypsy Queen, if you're really watching this, if you slide in, please stop doing this. Because we're trying to do something and it keeps getting ping pong back and forward. This is not what we want.
I could be wrong, but I don't know if she did mention something, but I was trying to listen to both lives at the same time.
It's funny, right, because there was a thing on here late last night or early this morning when we all finished talking that Zach put up about Torian, because Zach said that he was really disappointed in her and the way that she was dealing with stuff, because Torin was on a live and she was actually live, and basically the stuff that she was coming out with was so derogatory, it was ridiculous. And he said, like, she's 1 minute he said she'll sit there and she'll be very down to earth and very kind of, you know, on your side, and then she'll flip.
Zach and Torian are friends, you know.
Yeah.
Zach and Torian are friends.
Yeah, and he was slagging her big time.
See,
that's what everyone's like on this offer. Everyone flip flops. You know what I mean? The only one who stays on track is me. But they all try and push me off track. You know what I mean? Just keep doing the talking, guys. Don't let it be shut up. Don't let it fucking brushed under the rug.
No, and it's not. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about Alex now, and here I misread and what everything else is going on. There's nothing like
the racist thing's already been discussed for 4 weeks straight. Why? Well, listen, I'm not being funny. Them words get said all the time, every day, by fucking loads of horrible people. This situation, what's happened with this poor girl, mate, that's the shit that affects you the rest of your life.
Do you know something? My heart was in my mouth when she was talking.
They want to bring up the racism to deflect from what the actual truth is. Stop bringing it up. Let's get to the point.
Yes. Thank you,
people.
Michelle wants an update on what's happened over the last 4 days, and
please.
obviously she hasn't been around. I did say for her to go and get a cup of tea and a biscuit down, and then we'll sit there and explain it to them. It's a long story.
I'm just obviously putting some food down for the kittens, and then I'll go start from the beginning, and I'll let everybody know what's been going down.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people haven't been around, which is a good thing. You've been
very good,
in one sense, sweetheart. But we will fill you in because it is quite serious, and what's happened to Zach is absolutely vile. And there's a number of big creators involved in it, and it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down, and every single one of them's going to be outed.
Ring a Rosie is all going to fall down.
Yeah. But didn't Gypsy Queen say last night she was never going to let it go as well? That's what she said last night.
The Eva Queen, though, Eva Queen. I know people find her like, oh yeah, she says this and comes back, but I think she's only doing it because she fell out with them. She fell out with big creators.
That's my worry.
Now she's going against them.
Listen, Evil Queen is only out for herself.
Yes.
None of us go against Evil Queen is because she makes it fucking known. She doesn't deny it. She doesn't pretend to be anything she's not. We all know what she is, and she is what she is. You know what you're getting. See these little shits who are all sitting there up there, smiling in your face, calling her a wrong. They're just as bad.
And they do wrong things as well.
Agreed.
I might be wrong about this, but I'm not a massive fan of EQ. I've got nothing against her, but I've got a feeling she knew something was about to blow up.
Yes.
And that's why
of course she did.
she's distanced herself from all of it.
Yep. But she has that with everyone that she talks about because of her exposes.
She didn't know about this. She might have known about the Zach. No, she didn't, and I'll tell you why she didn't. Here's why she didn't, because Mama Kaz dropped that in, and Evil Queen hates Mama Kaz.
She does.
So it was Mama Kaz that dropped this little Alex situation, Zach situation in, and the reason she done it is because Zach said she had sausage lips. That's what all this is over.
This is ridiculous.
And he's not lying, Mama Kaz. The ridiculous. Sorted. That was what it was all over. So basically, I'll start from the beginning for that lady who wanted to know. Basically, I'll find the voice notes as well. What was being said. Basically, what happened was Zach the Brat was in a really hard time. He just lost his mom, this, that, and the other, and everyone was bullying him online. So he reached out. He done something really bad to himself. He reached out to Miss Red and said, "Look, can you please make them all stop? I can't cope with this anymore." And showing them what she'd done. She then sent them pictures around to absolutely everybody, humiliating him. And then she also sent them to Fact Freak, saying to Fact Freak, you need to do a deep dive on him because he's fucking disgusting. They were her exact words. So instead of reaching out and getting Zach help, I have to be very... And when I say this wasn't a little attention seeking, he'd done serious damage to himself. And she decided to laugh and mock him instead of getting him help because she was scared he was going to take the platform. Absolute monster bitch.
That's naughty.
And I'm going to get...
defend what she's done and deflect from it, saying, oh, Zach sent me permission to send them to people. No, she chose to do that. Now, any normal person, any sane fucking person, if a friend sent them that, well, he wasn't even a friend, he was begging her to stop what she was doing and stop the people that were doing what they were doing, because Mama Kaz and Gracie were trying to do an exposure on him, and they were saying he was lying about being sectioned, and that's why he had to send those pictures of his bathroom after he tried to unalive himself. Nobody should have to do that, ever.
No one got him help then. Wow.
Nobody got him help, he got himself help.
Yeah, like I said, obviously all this has happened over this, and then obviously when it come out the other day, Mama Kaz dropped the bomb because Zach was on live with Dead Wings, and he was dressed up as Mama Kaz, and they were obviously taking the piss, but it was a comedy sketch. Why didn't she give Dead Wings the abuse? No, she decided to target Zach again. So instead of giving Dead Wings the abuse for what he was doing, she gave the abuse to Zach instead. And in the abuse, she turned around and said, well, you done this, you done that. And dropped in the fact that, so he had no choice but to talk about it, because Mama Kaz come out and tried to make him look like a wronger for trying to take his own life. I'm not being funny. People who do that, you're not a wronger. You're obviously in a very good situation. You clearly need help. So the only people that do actually need mental help is Miss Red and Mama Kaz. Absolutely.
She wouldn't like it
I'm going to play anyway. So all the day this come out, Miss Red sitting there crying around, I haven't done nothing, Dave, saying that she didn't do anything, she wasn't trying to expose him, it was all bullshit, she didn't share the pictures, it was Mama Kaz. So basically she got offline, said to Mama Kaz, you better sort that out. So Mama Kaz said it was her, because she did bring it to the app, so she took the blame for it. No one would let it slide. So she then tried to blame Gracie. All day she was just flip-flopping, trying to pass the fucking buck on to everybody else, lying through her teeth to everybody involved. So she gone live later on after she tried to deflect, and then Fat Freak come on and served her some absolute fucking truth, and it was amazing. And it was that amazing.
And then his account got banned, didn't it?
Yeah, it was that amazing, guys. I'm going to fucking play it for you right now. You ready?
Brilliant.
What are you talking about? You said
And what's going on now?
He needs exposing. Those are the messages, the images, those messages to me. You went on about it, asking me to look at evidence and expose him, and you've sat here all day telling everybody that you wanted nothing to do with the exposure. You just sit in a box and things happen around you. Absolute crap. You were trying to be a puppet master to me to get me to deep dive somebody that you clearly had an issue with. I couldn't find evidence, and I was more concerned about that man's mental health. Did you take my advice and call any sort of safeguarding for him then? Did you?
Did she show?
Fact freak, if I remembered, she posted the images that I sent you.
You deflecting.
I'm not deflecting, fact freak.
Did you get him help?
And I told you
Did you get him help? Did you get him help?
He didn't need help though.
Did you put
posted them pictures and I told you to take them down.
Why? Because
did you post them pictures on your fake?
The messages you wanted
on
me.
Your TikTok page.
You didn't want those messages out because they would implicate that it came from you. Those messages are in black and white as that.
You're saying that I've manipulated you.
Good morning, guys. Miss Live, or Miss Red's gone live apparently.
Is she?
Yep, about 3
we go,
seconds ago. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah, I was listening to a full-on argument between Gypsy Queen and Corey.
Yeah, Mob, she was just in here before that.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was over? I figured it out.
Yeah, it was over. It was over the whenever Gypsy Queen said what she said. Do you remember exposed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she knows what she's done. She knows what she's done.
Yeah, they had a massive argument. Of course, Angie's it was on her life and she's in the middle of it.
But I want to know why Gypsy Queen jumped in here before that, Mob, and then in there. To me, to be honest.
Do you know what I think it was? I think she's gone over there and I think people have been pulling her up about what she's saying and that, because she was... What happened with Gypsy Queen was, obviously when Pearl said what she said, a couple of days later, Gypsy Queen backed Pearl up, so that's why she brought up there. Because
they said
Victoria must have been waiting to say something to her. You're on it.
Exposed. Can I just say so? Remember when I come on your stage the other day, and if Lucky Charm is in the chat, they'll back her up. When I come on your chat the other day for the first time, everybody was saying, what you're saying about Gypsy Queen, wait there. And I was like, I've approached her and she said she didn't say it. So when she came in your box earlier, I didn't say nothing because it was about Rebecca.
Yeah, that's
you get
it,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing exposed because I'm Torian's mod and Paige's.
Yeah, I like Torian and Paige.
If anybody doesn't like them, that's their own opinion. Do you get what I mean? But I did not say nothing to Gypsy Queen about it because it wasn't about this today. So I just hope she's not come in here, seen me, and then gone over there because she knows. Do you know what I mean?
Basically, Angie played the video. Do you remember the one of her in the airport when she was...
Yeah, that's the one I confronted her about, and she said no, she didn't say it.
And her and Torian got absolutely into it. And then just before I joined here, someone shouted in, Miss Red's gone live.
Nah, she hasn't. I've just checked. She's not. She won't come on. I said to you, Mob, what did I say last night? She will not be on in the morning.
Yeah, we did.
You know
we
what?
did say that.
Gypsy Queen jumped up for that.
And I'll tell you why she's not on, because she hasn't. Jay's not refusing to fucking back her. Mother Teresa's refusing to back her. She hasn't got the backup dancers. They said, on this one, mate, you're on your own.
Yeah, MT jumped into Angie's box. I wasn't watching because obviously, I'm blocked. But I was covert watching, and she jumped in. She went, "Oh my God, why are you in here? You're obsessed with me." Straight away as soon as she seen him. Somebody doesn't read comments, but the Torian, listen, between Gypsy Queen and Torian there, that was quite a thing.
We just heard a bit of it.
Yeah, it was.
It's something to do with the fallout. Sorry, expose.
It's all right, love. No, you're all right. Come on, girls, carry on.
By the sound of it, it's something to do with everything with Tony. Then a fallout. Then obviously they didn't have a problem. Then it's all kicked off because she said this word supposedly.
Yeah, because what had happened, right, ladies? Gypsy Queen come on air stage, which is Paige and Torians, and we were talking about everybody, and we then went on to exposing Tony because we don't like him. So, because he has worked with Paige, being a mixed race woman, he's asked her, to help him and things, not expose people, but, on like women that's in refuges and things like that. He's tried, do you know what I mean? But however, we were going on about him. And Gypsy Queen...
Sorry, Anna Marie, PSA, if you're a woman, do not fucking turn to Tony for help.
No, definitely don't. Definitely don't. But yeah, Gypsy Queen jumped up. So we were just talking on the live, and she was talking about... she was asked did she agree with Pearl. She said no, it was racist what Pearl said the first time. And then it was grand on the stage, there was no issue, there was no problem. And then when Pearl said that the second time, she turned around, Gypsy Queen on the video, she said if the shoe fits something. But I didn't know whether she was talking about Paige and Torian, so I just went in a live to ask her. And in the live, I got muted when I asked the question about who are you talking about, do you agree with what Pearl said? And she goes, I never said that. There's a whole video of you that you did.
Yeah.
And you says, if the shoe fits, wear it. That's what you said. And then I got muted and blocked from the live, but
I'll tell the truth, because I'm a truth teller, and I'll never sit here and bullshit and tell a lie, because if I did, then no one would believe me, and it's pointless what I'm doing. I like Gypsy Queen, and I've been in her lives numerous times, and I did hear her say that. So
it's on video.
We have a video exposed. This is what I'm saying. We have the video. And
I did hear her say it. And obviously I have said something to her about it. She said, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Well, and okay, fair enough. But if you want to come in and defend Rebecca, that's a completely different subject.
Yeah.
If the racist thing come up again and she was in the box, I'd call her out and say, oh, Gypsy, it was out of order. But that wasn't what we were talking about in here this morning. And that's not what Angie was talking about in her live this morning. So once a fucking again, it's been pushed to the side, it's been brushed under the rug, and they've jumped on another subject. I'm absolutely fucking sick.
Do you know what Angie's just said? She went, oh, I like you, Gypsy Queen. She went, but I think something to do with, I think you've done worse. I think what you did was worse than Pearl.
Fucking hell, coming from her.
Literally, you should have heard some of the stuff she's been saying.
How did you just said that?
Yeah, she should have heard some of the stuff she's been saying. Oh, it's disgusting they should be off the app and all this about other people earlier on. I was thinking, you can say.
Is that delusional, Angie?
Yeah.
Or Canadian?
No, it's that Beetlejuice.
Yeah, delusive, yeah.
Right.
Please don't say her name again, she'll appear.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice,
You know
Beetlejuice.
what's exposed? I think one of her mods is literally in love with you. Not gonna lie.
You think what?
Exposed. I think one of them mods is in love with you.
We're all in love with
All
Exposed.
she
Yeah.
keeps
You want
going
to
is.
watch me? Listen, if you want to watch me, this is paper. A minute, bit.
Literally keeps
You okay, love?
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Hello?
Hi.
Bye, she's gone. Who's in the box now? Let's have a look. Oh, Scott's Queen, here she is.
Hey.
Hey. Cheers. Morning.
Oi, hiya.
Morning.
You alright?
How are you?
All good, thanks. Can you hear me okay? I've got me
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, I've been, as you know, Exposed. It's bloody gorgeous in Liverpool today, and I've been out in the garden painting fences, and so sorry, I was a bit tied
Look
up.
at you.
There.
Women over here.
Oh, it's gorgeous here.
I'm not far from Liverpool, Scouse Queen. I'm in Chester, and it's absolutely glorious here as well. So in a bit of
Yes, I'm in Wolverhampton, and it's bleeding not that nice.
That means it's on its way to you.
Today, Bab, is lovely.
Wolverhampton.
I just wanted to ask, guys,
I'm not too far.
Has anyone?
Yeah, you're Brumwell.
Has anyone seen the Instagram post from Fact Freak where he's actually put the message on?
I've not. I've put it on my wall, so anyone who hasn't seen it, if you go off, my last post is what the post that the text that Andrew fucking hell misread sent to Fact Freak. It's the last post I posted.
I think that's why she's not come on today, because you can't lie about that, can you?
The Instagram post, she says it hasn't come from me.
Yeah, she clearly says here it is, but make sure that you don't have it come from me. Don't show that it's come from me.
Yeah, well, she's done this when she got
you don't have it come from me. Don't show that it's come from me.
Go on, sorry, Scott.
Sorry, no, I was just saying, she's just clearly saying that it's not. Do you know what? Am I echoing?
No, it was Marl.
Yeah, there was an echo. There was
I thought it was me, and I thought, oh God, since I'm saying everything's echoing, sorry. Yeah, she clearly put on it, didn't she? Don't show that it's come from me. And I think based on that, she won't come on today. She won't come on because of that, because, words don't lie, do they? No. And I just think the likes of, do you know what?
And you don't need to put it didn't come from me.
Yeah, no, of course not. She's meant every word, and she's been very calculated, and you can tell. But people, do you know what?
Scouse Queen, if you mean something, and you mean it with chest, and you've got passion about it, you don't say it didn't come from me. I'll come on here and scream from the rooftops. I exposed this wreck because I believe in what I'm doing and I mean what I'm saying. So if she genuinely believed that he was a fucking wrong'un, she'd say it was me, Zach, I think you're a wrong'un. So she's a liar. She's done it to try and catch him out because he's taken her platform. That was all it was.
Yeah, and she calls it a career. And I think, who do you all think you are? It's TikTok, for God's sake.
Well,
you're not on TV.
She's just handed her career over to Zach. That's what she's done. Yeah, she might as well have knocked on his door and said, Zach, you've got the 10 a.m. slot, mate.
Yeah, well, I think that's what it is. She feels really threatened with Zach because Zach offers a little bit more entertainment, doesn't he? Miss Red sat in the kitchen looking at an iPad, talking to people, and I think while maybe a year ago that was good, things have moved on and people aren't that into it. It's a bit boring now. I think it is. I don't really watch it anymore, to be honest. Well, I don't watch it at all now. Don't follow them, but
I can't bear it. Once you see someone for what they are, you can't sit and watch them. Do you know the other day live? Oh my God, I wanted to jump through the screen. I thought I was screaming, Landy, let me in! I was furious. I thought, how dare you sit there and mug them off after what you've done, you witch.
Yeah. I mean, they're all wolves in sheep's clothing, and I think they make out they're so nice. And I think, and they really do think now untouchable.
Everyone's writing in the comments, she's done a TikTok saying 10 a.m. Monday. No, she hasn't. I can't find it.
Yeah, I saw it early this morning. It's the same thing that she's been going around earlier, when she's down there with that smack face.
You on about Miss Red? Yeah, she did put on her page saying 10 a.m. On Sunday.
Sunday, she's on the page now, and I can't see it.
She must have taken it down.
She's changed it now to Monday.
No, I did say Sunday, not Monday.
Sunday, I mean, sorry. Did I say Monday?
Yeah. No, you said Sunday. Somebody else said Monday.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it was originally Sunday, but there's one that's flicked up earlier when I was flicking through, and it says Monday.
Honestly, Mrs. J, I will always come with the facts, and I wouldn't open my mouth unless I had receipts, and no one believed me. I've been screaming this from the rooftops for 4 weeks, and now look, was I right? Yes, I was. So if you listen to these small people that come out and speak, and they've got no reason to be speaking, you've never heard the name before, why are they opening their mouth? Surely it's because there's a reason to, isn't it?
Exactly.
One of her mods just turned around and said they need to think, to do with thinking about what they say before they say it, and I was just thinking, are you kidding me?
I'm just on Miss Red's page, and the last post that she put up was the one where she's saying, I never ended my live because I was caught out. There's nothing about when she's going to be live.
Mrs. Kent. No, she's not coming.
I just think there's nothing more low than someone who gives someone else the you-know-what to fire and then goes, but don't link it to me, will you? And you think, how low? And it's cowardly. As you say, Exposed, if you genuinely thought you were in the right, you'd put it out yourself. You'd put it out yourself and go, I'm sorry.
You know what, though? If you're going to say something about someone and they come back to you asking you if you said it, say it to their face. Like, what have you got to hide?
And when Fact Freak went on that day and she was looking, and I was watching her face and I was thinking, you look so innocent. You're like, oh, really like, oh, yeah, and the way she kind of reacts, like, oh no, when you think you're being caught out, Red, you probably get a bit more respect if you went, yeah, it was me, and I'm sorry, and I was out of order. But all this deflection again, the same with Alex, I can't bear him. Can't bear him. I just think he's one slimy man to do what he did and then make out that he didn't do it, and it wasn't me, it was her, and you think, oh, you're a horrible man, and he's not even to me. I think any man who comes on an app like this and carries on like he does, he's like a woman, but that's actually being horrible to women, because we don't all carry on like that.
There was a woman that's been through abuse, and every woman who's been through abuse has called Alex out, because men like him surround themselves by women. Women, because he can tell them what to do, and we're onto him, and he can't pull the wool over our eyes. That's why he doesn't like me. When I first come on here, Pearl, I'd exposed Miss Red, and then I joined Alex's live. I was watching what they were saying, and then Pearl said, "Oh, hi, Exposed. You're not exposing me, are you?" And I said, "No." I said, "To be honest with you, Pearl, this is before the racist stuff." I said, "I actually think you're quite sound compared to the fucking people you hang around with, yeah." And she went, "Oh, God." She went, "I actually think you're all right as well." So that was that. And then Alex said, "Oh," we said, "Well, what do you think of me then?" I said, "I can't stand you. I think you're false as, yeah." And then he blocked me. Boom. See you later. I thought, yeah, he only asked me because he was panicking about what I was going to say about him.
Yeah. But he's so up his own backside, isn't he? I just watch him and I listen to how he talks and I think, oh, Alex, who do you think you are, mate?
Yeah, but it's always for women. Joe man to women. He never
surrounds himself with
women and gay men. I've never once seen that man have it out with a man because you're a shitbag. Shitbag, that's what you are.
He's got no backbone, has he?
Yeah, he's just the fucking guard dog. That's it.
He'd never let me in the box. Never.
I wouldn't even use him as a guard dog. Come on, guard dog what? Guard what?
I can't even make it. As soon as the CEO joined, I get kicked. Do you know what I mean?
Poor mob been getting kicked left, right and centre. All the bruises.
And do you know what? I'm probably going to say something that might go against the grain here with a lot of people. But Evil Queen.
You're allowed to.
And Evil Queen, she's not, a lot of people don't like her. She's a bit of Marmite. You either love her or you hate her. I'm a bit, I don't really have either way, really. But I think, at least if someone goes, you did that, she goes, yeah, I did.
What you see is what you get. That's what I said. It's better the devil than that, isn't it?
Yeah, but what is so dangerous with the likes of Miss Red is she is a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you can never, ever trust anyone like that. I wouldn't probably trust Evil Queen, but at least you get what you get with her.
Yeah, but Evil Queen, when she's on your Scouse Queen, she'd let you know.
Exactly. And she'll do it herself.
She's done it, yeah. Whereas Miss Red goes behind the scenes, it never comes from me, it wasn't me.
Sends her minions to do it.
So a lady in the chat called Auntie Nat has come in and said exactly the same thing that I said about Miss Red earlier, that there'll be an announcement that she's in hospital, or she's been doxed, or she's been the other.
And guess what?
For the fucking
guess what? You know what they'll do? Not give a fuck.
Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo.
The thing is, though, there's too many things that have been used in that aspect to try and get their own way with a sympathy vote. People ain't that stupid anymore.
with these people, yeah. Do you know if they just switched it up a bit? It's a pattern. We use the same things every time. We use the docs, the addresses. She needs an ambulance. She can't come on today because same thing. You rinse and repeat. So when you do the pattern, when you're in an abusive relationship, you see the pattern in the end, and then that's what wins. You've fucked yourself. That's what you've done because now seeing the pattern, and we woke up. Well, I was awake ages ago, but these people who follow you and gift you, even they're waking up to what you're doing. So just rinse and repeat every week, same thing.
She's going to get the 10 a.m. slot.
Who is?
Angie.
Angie can get off here as well because she's just as bad, mate.
Exactly.
But do you know what? All morning she's been going, when she's been live, she's been going, saying all this stuff, proper hypocritical.
She's only saying it because she doesn't like Alex. Because I'm not being funny. We come to Angie with evidence about Tony the other week and she didn't want to hear it, mate.
She didn't want to care. She let Tony in her box and let him speak.
A victim.
Muting everybody.
A victim, Tony, come into the box and was telling her he chased me with a baseball bat when I was 15. This was a little girl, by the way. He done this, he done that, and she shot her down. So, Angie, I've got no sympathy for Angie because you're next, Angie, let me tell you.
And all she says it was family. Don't get involved with family. Get the fuck out of here. Get that man off your stage.
Yeah, and Mob's daughter, she obviously, when she done this little situation about the dad and the stepbrother, the little Ming, Mob's daughter joined up. Obviously, weren't being nasty. She just wanted to explain to her, listen, this makes people feel like this. You can't be saying stuff like that. It triggers people. Just to educate her a little bit and say to her, listen, this is this, this is that, yeah? And then the next thing, tell him, Mob. Yeah, Mob, you tell him, please, because it's your daughter, you tell him.
Yeah. So basically, the girls, the night because of what she did on the 30th of April, Angie coming on saying that she'd slept with her brother, who doesn't exist, and her father, who's deceased, and was quite open about it and was going on about it till 5 o'clock in the morning. There was a lot of other big creators to see. It's all over the FYP. So the next day, it was obviously very triggering for a lot of people, including my daughter and my niece. So we exposed Fired Up Alive the next night, and we were talking about it and discussing it, that how whenever people were going in Nancy's live and saying, you can't say that the next morning, that's terrible, you've triggered a lot of people. They were getting kicked left, right and centre. Oh, don't watch them, blah, blah, blah. She was joking, it was dark humour. So the girls actually came in here and got a lot of love, and were talking, and it was lovely. A lot of ladies came in after, and the subject went from one thing to another because there was a lot of people triggered. So the next day, unbeknown to me, the girls decided that because they felt so much love in here, they thought that maybe they could go in and educate Angie and speak to her directly. They were absolutely mauled in there by all the little boxes around, Feisty being the main one in the middle, and Angie wouldn't even respond to them. She was laughing it off, thought it was hilarious, and they were treated so badly, even in the comments. It was absolutely disgusting. They were told that there were snowflakes, and it was compared to, well, it's on TV. And then Feisty went on to put a video up to say that sex between a brother and a sister is
I'm going to play that video now, Mob. I've got it here. So after all this little situation, me and Mob joined Feisty's box to tell her she's a wrong and to tell her she wants to shut her mouth and leave the kids alone. And this is what Feisty had to say. So basically, she said, if you get abused by your brother or sister, it's consensual.
Can I say quickly, sorry? Apparently they're not friends now.
Go on, sorry, love, go on.
Sorry, I just said, can I just say quickly, apparently they're not friends with her.
No, well, they are. Listen, this is what Feisty had to say to Mob's daughter. She basically turned around and said, after she'd abused her in Angie's box, that if your brother abuses you, then obviously you consented. So here we go, people.
I was trying to say that incest was abuse. Like, I'm sorry, it's awful. I don't agree with that neither, but it's consensual between a brother and a sister. That is consensual. I was trying to say that incest was abuse. Like, I'm sorry, it's awful. I don't agree with that neither, but it's consensual between a brother and a sister. That is consensual.
Well, she's got a very skewed outlook anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny. If that's what you think, Feisty, I'd hate to think what your kids are up to.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, this is also a woman who has said that she has fostered children and that who have been abused. Just so that's exactly what they said. It is very scary.
That's a massive safeguarding issue.
And
100%.
Angie is absolutely her friend.
And also, might I add, she was a foster carer as well, and had other people's children in her house, and that's her opinion on shit like that. So I'd be very concerned. And obviously, I don't sit here. I don't know. But just 10 minutes before, I was saying people shouldn't ring social services. Over shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other point I want to make is that possibly, I mean, there's the app's 13 plus. Possibly some child who that's happening to could have been flicking through that, seeing this absolutely vile woman normalising it, and possibly stop that child coming forward now, because it's like, oh well, it's okay, it's normal. So that's the other thing that she's managed to do as well.
For anyone watching, if your family member, dad, uncle, brother, anyone did something to you did not want them to do, that is abuse, and you talk out and you ring the police, you do whatever you need to do. It wasn't your fault. It's not consensual. If someone touches or does something to you that you don't like or you don't want them to do, that is not consent. You say no and you tell someone what they've done to you, and you will be believed.
Do you know what? It can take people years though to come out and speak about what's happened to them, and it's not good, the fact that she's making it seem like, oh yeah, you can say this when you can't. Like, people are struggling to even come out and speak about it.
Yeah. Do you know what hurt me? And this is the God's honest truth. Them two girls, they've been through a terrible time. This happened when they were younger, and then they finally found the courage when they were older and had their own kids and all this. They've gone through it, and they've spoke out, and they even waived the right to anonymous. I can't say the word. Anonymous. That one. They even waived the right to that, so they could expose who he was to save other people from him. Yeah, and then they've come on and told their story, and they've been absolutely fucking humiliated, just like Rebecca did, just like all of them do when they come on, just like Bryony did, just like Only Tony Official did to Bryony as well, which is why we had her back as well. They asked for evidence, we brought the evidence, they still didn't want to fucking hear it. It's disgusting, and I'll tell you why they didn't want to hear it, because they're all the same. Do you know when Pearl said what she said? You tell me why she felt so comfortable saying that. Like DG, when he said what he said about the Africans, why did he feel so comfortable? That's the way they all speak. You remember when Miss Red Sun was on live and he called everyone a SPASTIC? Yeah, because that's how they speak in their household. That's how they all speak between each other. That's why they feel so comfortable. And they've got that complacent on here, and they think that we're not going to take their platform away, that they can do that on here. Well, guess what? You can't.
And then someone's just wrote in the comments that Lynn's also, now Lynn's jumps up and down about whenever she was her disability, and that Lynn's also agreed with Angie and Feisty on her live yesterday.
The one that was being Angie's box, like.
Yeah, that Lynn's, yeah, she's pen pal serial killers. I mean, she does, but she's openly admitted. She was on yesterday.
Was she pen pals them?
Yeah.
Fuck off, like they did with Levi Bedingfield, the girl that married him.
She writes to them.
Sorry, girls, can we just stop? Mrs. J, do you want to speak, love, before you drop out?
Sorry, I only jumped in briefly when you was discussing Alex's situation.
All right, love, we'll bring it back up. Keep spreading the awareness. Go on, love.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Just like people saying why they don't come out. But what people don't understand is that Miss Red's platform is used so heavily behind the scenes that if you speak out, then you're going to be outed by her, by Luke, by all the rest of them. To the point when you go in there, you're muted instantly.
Yeah, and they take your platform down as well. They've done it 2 times.
You can't do anything. Like the amount of messages you receive, even just sitting in lives, you're trolled in lives, in comments, massively. Like,
so wrong.
It's not easy to speak out. It is not easy at all.
It's not.
So many people that went in like Angie's live that night all got literally in the comments told you're a snowflake, don't put triggers on other people. And I said to these, like I said, to expose into mob.
Sorry, can I just Prince Bat, I've seen you in everyone's comments about this. Well, you explain to me what's going on then. Because I've been took down. Everyone's been took down. Everyone who's talked out about them gets took down. Same as Dr. Brat. Same as all of us, and in fact, 3 of us in one day the other day, we were all exposed to Miss Red and we all got took down. Prince Brat, please save your bullshit for someone else, because when no one's buying it no more, mate, no one. Sorry, love, go on.
Who was that with me?
Oh, bless, he thinks he's being bullied now.
No, he's talking about Miss Red, and listen, I'll bully Miss Red all day long. You know what I was always taught?
Prince Brat.
You know what I was always taught, Prince Brat? Bully the bullies. So if you want to call me a bully, I'll take that on the chin all day.
Yeah, I'll be a bully all day long. Yeah.
Yeah.
All day long. Bully the bullies all day long.
The thing is, though, right? It's like he's putting there. If you got an opinion, you get attacked. We're not attacking anyone. It's the fact that she's actually physically, and it's been proved by receipts and everything that's gone round that she was the instigator of all this circulation of his photos.
Always. She's the organ grinder. She sits behind the scenes and goes, sort this. She sends Jay in, she sends Pearl in, she sends Alex in. Well, if you say this, you say that, I'll say this. And she tried to do it with Mama Kaz the other day. She come out and said, Miss Red sent me these pictures and then sent them to Gracie. Gracie said Miss Red sent it to him. And because she exposed Miss Red, she then sent Mama Kaz online to say that she'd sent them. She'd already said in the morning Miss Red had sent them. So you can't come back on later on and change the fucking story up.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Don't tell her she doesn't cause all this, because she does.
She does.
What goes on behind the scenes and you chill with them, you're a wrong un as well. And I'm
The
saying,
thing is, though, right, if he's sitting here saying, I know what goes on besides, jump in a box.
There's a box free.
And you won't be attacked, because we're not about that in here.
You know what I mean?
That's the whole point. To be fair.
This little prince, I've been watching him all around the app. Every time someone talks about it, he's in the comments. He was in Canadian Angie's box the other day trying to defend it. It's not going to fucking work here, mate. I'm sorry, it's not. Beat
You want to
it.
go lick a bum? Go back up a bum hole, please.
Hairy one, apparently. That was stated last night.
Yeah, well, go back up a hairy bum hole.
To be fair, it's quite busy up there, Maria.
Yeah, there's a few. You might be in a queue a while.
Take your ticket.
If you want to sit in the comments, going, I know what goes on behind the scenes. Nah.
I'll drop down.
Listen, he knows what Miss Red
It's important to hear every opinion, and it is important to hear every opinion, Joanne. You're quite right.
Oh, there we go. We're all mothers and they're scared what they're going to learn from us. No, thank darling. If you've got,
you know what they'll learn. You know what they'll learn from us, the Prince Brat, to stay away from fucking wrong uns. That's what they'll learn. That's what they'll learn. And that's what
Prince Brat.
A good mother doesn't sit online all day. A good mother doesn't sit online all day dragging everyone else down, and when people are about to end their own life, sends the pictures round to push them even further into crisis. That's not what a good mother and a good grandmother does. So don't ever sit in my life defending Miss Red, because I won't have it, pal. All right.
And no one's attacking you here, if that's what you're feeling.
I'm attacking him because I've seen him in every single fucking live that speaks about her.
No.
If you don't know anything about Miss Red, you know what she tells you. Do you think she'd be stupid enough to tell a little muppet like you her business? Don't be fucking stupid.
I really struggle to understand how people can look at the proof that's come out in the last day and still blindly follow someone and go, but I think she's great.
No, because she makes them feel important. That's why.
It's
and
strange.
Maybe saying, I know everything about it, I know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
No, you don't. The only person that knows what goes on behind the scenes is Miss Red, Jay, Pearl, Luke the Judge, and that's it. Them four.
Let me just say something, right? He's just put up here, you don't know what I've been through. No, we don't know what you've been through. We're giving you the option to sit in a box.
No, and then he's called us all a pack of bullies.
Exactly.
Get off.
I'll take it. I don't care. Yeah. I'm a bully then. I'm a bully then. I tell you what, though, I'm not. I'll never be like Miss Red.
If you want us to know what you've gone through, there's a box empty. Come and talk to us.
Exposed doesn't want them up on the live.
Oh, right, sorry.
I'll tell you the truth, I don't care. Just like he doesn't care about everybody else that they've affected and keeps defending it. So beat it. You don't care about anybody else, so we don't care about you. See you later. Simple as that.
Exposed. I'm going to have to drop down now because I'm going back to Peyton.
All right, babe. Thanks for joining me.
Have a good day, ladies.
Enjoy.
I'll see you soon. Take it easy.
Goodbye, babe.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Like she said, if something happened to you all, would all be shouting, be kind. We'll go and tell Miss Red that.
Yeah. When all this is happening to everybody else, so go and tell her to be kind. That's why we're here, to tell her to be kind, innit? And then you're going to come in here and defend her, just like you did in Canadian Angie's live the other day. Listen, mate, she doesn't tell you nothing. Nothing. You blowing her up.
Sorry, his latest comment says apply that energy to people who are exploiting kids.
Yeah,
Joe. I mean, the thing is, though,
Mrs. Red's right-hand man, Alex, targets people when they're at their lowest. For example, when they try and take their own lives and stuff. So, and then Miss Red's in on it on the background, pushing the narrative, trying to silence them time and time again. So when you're stand for that,
there's too many people to talk about at the moment. Do you want to hear something funny?
Go on.
And said she only ever speaks the truth. I was creasing. She went, I only ever speak the truth. I was wetting myself.
Do you know something? I've heard a wet fart speak of more truth than Angie.
Oh, no.
She's slating everyone like she's not done nothing wrong. I'm creasing.
No, but to be fair to Angie, yeah, on this Miss Red, and I obviously, since she's done what she's done to Mob's daughter and all that, I don't like Angie now, and I'll never see her again. But on this little situation, yeah, Red and Alex have been horrible to her. They sent a clapper around. Alex hurt fire. Yeah, every single day. So she's got every right to talk shit about them. In this instance, she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
No.
To be fair, sorry, I just thought I'd jump in quickly. I unfollowed Miss Red as soon as I seen all this had happened. And I only followed her before just to sort of like watch what was going on. I never jumped in her live or whatever.
Yeah.
But I also think the biggest instigator as well is Cockapoo. I think she massively instigates things. She's a lady. But wherever Miss Red is, Cockapoo's there.
Yeah, backup dancers, just like that little lad that was just in here then. He's another one. And every live I go in and she's being spoken about, he's in the comments, she sends him in. Well, that's why I bullied him and told him to get out. Because listen, look what you're doing now, Miss Red. You're getting other people told off, getting other people bullied. This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't send people into me. Don't you send your minions into me, because I'll tell them as well. If you've got a problem, love, join the stage and I'll tell you to your face. Don't be sending other people in to come at me, mate, 'cause I want it with you, no one else.
Someone just said he's Luke's mod.
Well, there you go.
And where's Luke? Where's Luke? Come
Yeah,
join
exactly.
Big mouth Luke.
Friends, get Luke in the box then.
Yeah, get Brigham in the box, because I'll tell him about himself. Got so much shit to cry about for Luke.
I'm going to drop down because I'm going to go and enjoy my day and not sit on TikTok all day like certain people. So
we have a free Sunday, so
I'm gonna go and take my dogs up to the woods and let my kids jump in a river because I can. But I'll pop on when I can, depending on the signal.
All right, babe.
Everybody
have a great day, Kerry.
Bye, guys. Big guys.
Someone put on here apparently the only Lisa Marie apparently is going to be on at 7:00 tonight.
Oh, about Cockapoo, yeah. He got exposed. They are actually. Well, we've got loads of people in the chat. I'll try and find them for you. Here we go.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to get me started, Prince, about being like parents and stuff, because you've got no idea.
Yeah, instead of running your mouth in the comments, join the box. Go and get your little mate Alex, yeah? You and Alex, there's 2 boxes spare. You can have one, he can have one. Better still, there's 2 boxes there. Go and get Alex and go and get Miss Red.
Yep.
You beat it, because it's nothing to fucking do with you. I don't want you. I want them too. Get them here and get them in this box. And how about that? Tell to stop sending the minions in the little shit bag and go and get the people we really want to fucking speak to.
Apparently they've all dropped her, I heard.
Miss Red won't turn up because she didn't turn up EQ's live this morning.
Nope.
And then when I was on EQ's live this morning, just obviously nosing, the amount of people that had unfollowed her, unsubscribed, was ridiculous. Because
someone commented to me on one of her posts that her husband stopped her from going live.
Who?
Miss Red.
Simon.
Do you know what? I think Simon. Here's one for you. Yeah. Do you know if you buy the bird, Jen? It was like Miss Red, and she's in and out of people's like, oh,
Toodles, Princey.
I'd be like, listen here, girl, get off live, or we're getting a divorce. Who are you?
I'm telling you.
Bugging me off like that, mate. I don't honestly. Listen, not only does she mug everyone else off, she mugs her husband off every single day. Every day.
Imagine having to go and face them people. He'll get battered.
Yeah. And Miss Red's the type of person, if Simon was doing lives and all yous were in his box, when he come off, she'd be going mad.
Did you see that stuff that's going around about him? Apparently he claims PIP and he's incapacitated, all this, and you got him running up and down stairs and balancing and stuff. I'm thinking, do you know what I'm saying? It's all coming out. So the castle is falling massively.
I don't even get me started, mate. I'm honest to God. He's done my head, hasn't he? When people come in and say, don't say, do you know if she sent someone else in or it was just someone in the comments saying, I actually like Miss Red, I'd add you in the box and say, okay, well, why? See him? No, don't be sending them to me, mate, because I'll bully them away. Don't you dare, Miss Red. Get yourself in here.
She won't, though. You know she won't.
You know,
she hasn't got the balls to do so. She hasn't got the front or the balls to stand up and apologise wholeheartedly for what she's done. Because she doesn't know how to, because she doesn't have a heart.
No, 100%.
Her lipstick is the only thing that's true and red about her and nothing else. Oh, and that's another thing. Apparently, her lipstick thing that she's put on Amazon. My God, a mate of mine bought it. She said it was the most yuckiest thing she ever got. She put it straight in the bin.
They look like it.
she